In this video, we'll add a new feature to our pagination. We'll allow the user to select a page size. Now, in the previous video, we did some testing with different page sizes, and we'd modify our source code to show different page sizes. But as we went through the process, I think you're probably wondering, we should allow the user to choose the page size and allow them to simply select that page size from a drop-down list. And so we'll do the exact thing here in this video. All right, so here's the development process. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll add a drop-down list for the page size to the HTML template, and then we'll update our product list component for setting the page size. Alrighty, step one of adding the drop-down list for page size to the HTML template. So here in our component.html, we'll simply make use of a select tag, and then we'll have the drop-down options of 5, 10, 20, and 50. We'll initially display 5 as the selected one for true. And then we'll add an event binding for the onChange event. So basically, when the user selects a page, then we're going to call a method update page size. And this method is defined in the component.ts file. So we'll pass in the value that is selected by the user, and that's the value of 5, 10, 20, or 50, depending on whatever they select. Now in step 2, we're going to update the product list component for setting the page size. So remember, in the previous slide, we had a call to a method update page size. So this method is actually defined here in this component. So this method will take in a parameter, the page size, and then we'll simply set the page size based on that parameter value. Then we'll also reset the page number to 1, and then we simply call list products to list the products again for this given page size. Alrighty, so that's it with our development process. Very simple, very straightforward. Now let's go ahead and dive into our IDE and let's write this code. Okay, so step 1 of adding the drop-down list for page size to the HTML template. So let's get a quick visual here as far as what we want to do. So currently we have our app running. We have pagination in the bottom right, but we'd like to add a drop-down list for this application. And we want to add the list right here. And so the user can go through, select one of these items for the page size, and then we'll update everything dynamically on the fly. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into Visual Studio Code, and let's open up product list grid component.html. Let me expand my window here, stretch out a bit so I have some room to work with. So I'll add the drop-down list right here after this div section. Alrighty, so I'll set up a div. I'll give a span here for the text page size. That's what you'll see on the screen. And now I'll set up the drop-down list using the HTML select tag. So I get the option with the value of 5, and I set selected to true. So that's the item that'll be selected by default. And then I give the other entries here for 10, 20, 50. And that's pretty much it. This looks good so far.